got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I did be ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, how she was made, she mix. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it?
Well, the city of Seattle known for coffee, grunge music, and, of course, rain. And we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild Lumen Field. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Murray going to run play action with Drake and look to throw it. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Drake. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. We had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. And Murray throwing complete here to Drake. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play. On first down, Drake. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Murray a give. This is Drake. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down.
A 21-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Here's Coleman. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
The first quarter with the score Cardinals 3, Seahawks 0.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's got Lockett. A Seahawk first down as Wilson finds Lockett.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. He did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop.
2nd and 10 at the Cardinals' 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. That's caught by Hollister. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Jacob Hollister, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Seahawks 7, Cardinals 3. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. And that is incomplete here.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Running, it's Drake. A first down and more for Drake. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Play fake. Murray. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Carlos Dunlap. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes, when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
10 at the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Cardinals 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Go! Right there, 54, right there, 54 miles.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 21, Cardinals 3.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your...
Accelerating, and off he goes. Past the 20, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kenyon Drake, 83 yards. And the Cardinals are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Kick is good.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in a second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilson. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be second down.
Isaiah Simmons there defensively.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Isaiah Simmons. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
First and 10 at their own.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
Looking to throw on second down. Murray. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us. But I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He turns and gives to Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Put a stamp on me in the locker room.
They will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense just added 2 more onto their lead, and now they'll see what they can do here offensively as they get it back following the free kick. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. He finds Coleman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 48 Coleman. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, Wilson. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job train.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
37.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Josh Gordon with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On 1st down, it's it's Drake. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. Able to find Isabella. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. They'll run on 1st down. Drake, and this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Right back to Drake, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
He's got a man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Murray throwing complete there to Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Murray to air it out again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable, so they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball. Andy Isabella was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will extend this big lead. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 38.
38-yard line.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, he's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They click so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And now here is another interception. T.J. Green with a pick. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
They will run again with Coleman. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the gun, it's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and there's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Murray. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Murray now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Throwing again on second down. Murray caught left side Hopkins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Arizona.
Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Oh, what a move. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
DeAndre Hopkins, he's all alone.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Seahawks, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Arizona, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.